This cotton yukata was rescued from the point of landfill. It was in the textiles bin at a tip shop, and it wasn't looking this white when it was rescued. In fact, it was really very, very grubby. However, when I lived in Japan, I wore one of these, and I actually bought one back and wore it for many years. And back in those days, I wish I had known about borrow, because I would still have it if I had of. Anyway, one has turned up, and I am going to not mend it because there are no holes, it's in really good condition, but I am going to cover over the various stains on the yukata. So you can see here there's a stain there. Now it has been put through the washing machine. It's been soaked for 24 hours and deodorized, and there's still some marks that have to be covered over with patching and sashiko stitching. So I'm looking forward to this project. It is a dinky dye yukata in that I know the cotton very, very well, but I also know that this one has been hand stitched totally. So no machine stitching except for the hem. So whoever owned this actually took up the hem quite a bit. So I have to decide whether I'm going to drop the hem down. I might make a belt. I haven't decided yet. Anyway, we'll see how we go. It's a bit wrinkly, and as I iron the fabric, the garment, I'll be able to see where the stains are and mark out the areas that I will need to patch over. I'm thinking of using these flowers from this cotton fabric on my yukata, and I'm starting to cut them out. So I'll just move over here. Here they are. I've cut them out with the pinking shears because I don't want to attach any interfacing. I don't want the fabric to feel too stiff. So I'll do that and see how it goes. They will be sashiko stitched onto the yukata. That's my plan. This fabric was rescued from landfill. Originally it was a skirt. You can see the hem there that I've unpicked. So it's wonderful that all of these textiles that I rescue can be reused for some project. I've pinned my first fabric flower onto the yukata. That's over a big yellow stain that was at the front. So now I'm just going to baste it down with some red thread. Well, the stitching has begun, and I've decided to stay within the lines of the actual flower, fabric flower. So I'm using crochet cotton. I had other cottons. They were a bit too thick. I wanted a more delicate look. So we'll see how it goes. It's the blind leading the blind. I'm not really sure if this is going to work, but it's worth a try. It's looking all right from a close-up. I guess the test will be once one flower's done and I have a look at how it looks, take out the basting and see how it looks. With the cutter, I've just got to do a little bit of mending here. You can see where it's come away here under the arms, so I'm just going to stitch that up to there, and seems to be a problem here too, and possibly on the other side as well. So I'll just do some mending just with a little bit of a slip stitch to those areas. Finally finished this yukata that was found dirty and stained on the floor of a tip shop, and I picked it up because it was destined for the rubbish bin, and I am thrilled with the way it's turned out. I haven't sashiko stitched all the fabric flowers on. I decided not to. However, I have done a bit of half and half machine stitching and sashiko stitching. It's not the sashiko borrow that I enjoyed doing. I would prefer to do just straight sashiko, very basic, on a large piece of fabric. This was a bit of a labour of love, doing individual flowers, and I didn't really enjoy the process. However, it has turned out really nice and I'm thrilled with it. So it's all clean. I altered the hem. The hem was all uneven, so that's all been fixed, and it's turned out a treat. You can see my machine stitching here and some sashiko stitching here, no machine stitching there. Down the front here is the circular sashiko stitching there. I had a hole down here, put a little blue patch on, something a bit different. That's the only blue patch that's on the whole yukata. Turn it around, and this is where most of the machine stitching is, on the back, the bottom back here. So yeah, it turned out really good. One on the shoulder, thrilled to bits, and that just folds there. It's come undone in the video. There we go. Now just to find a tie.